So here's our normal routing tables, just our initialized routing tables. And then when we converge, we actually update all of our routing tables. And how we update them is we send essentially a string that's divided by a certain amount of forward slashes, and then we decode those forward slashes and put them into the tables respectively. And then we end up getting these final routing tables. So now we're going to send this firebar, put your hands to the constellations, this time using routing tables. And how we do that is we have a forward packet method, and this method looks up the routing table, determines the route with the least cost, and then forwards that packet through the interface of those routers. And when we do that, we'll get something like this. We'll send a packet from host 1, put your hands to the constellations. It'll forward it from host 1 to router A, then to router B, and then eventually host 2 will get it right here. And when host 2 gets it, it'll send a response which says, "The way you look should be a sin, you my sensation." And then using that method again, it'll actually look up the route to take and then take that route. And then you see that host 1 receives that packet. So here we have our network set up, and I decided to make it very obvious what the longest path would be or what the shortest path would be. So I made the cost for router B to be 50. So clearly it's going to avoid that when we send our packet, which it does. We send, put your hands to the constellations, and it goes from router A here to router C to router D, and then to host 3, and then host 3 receives it right here. So here we're sending a packet from host 3 to host 1. The way you look should be a sin, you my sensation. The cost of router C to router A is 40, so by using the distance vector algorithm, we're going to avoid router C and route our packet through router B instead. And here that's exactly what it does. Host 3 sends a packet, it gets to router D takes it, sends it to router B, and then router B sends it to router A, and then router A gives it to host 1 right here. Received packet, the way you look should be a sin, you my sensation.